is men, we are in the getting business, women are in the keeping business. So as men, when we come to you and I approach you, I give you everything in the world to make you want to have sex with me, right? And a lot of the time girls come on this show and be like, well, hey, I had this guy I was dealing with him, but he wouldn't wife me up. I always tell you on the back end, that's your fault because men's job is to get, our job is to get sex from you, and your job is to retain us after sex. So if a guy is fucking you and not giving you wife status, you might want to check and see what you're doing or not doing on the back end that makes him not want to wife you.
What makes it think that you think that we want? What if we just want to have casual sex too?
Okay, I was talking to Kiana about this earlier. There
Why does it
are
have to be that we want to keep a man?
okay. Let me respond to that. I agree with you to a certain extent that yes, sometimes women do want just casual sex, but I say on average, you guys don't want a lot of dicks just inside of you on average. No woman wants that. Go ahead and lie and say you do.
This thing, no woman wants the backlash of it. It's not like we wouldn't do it. It's just that if we did,
you don't want people knowing about
it's
it.
the reputation that comes behind it.
Okay, I want you to look me in my good eye and tell me that you want a bunch of dudes taking up space in your body.
I'm gonna look at you in your eye and tell you that if men and women didn't talk about women who had sex with multiple men, they would do it.
Stop the cap.
I don't know, bro.
They would.
Hey, hold on.
Because there are women.
We
out
talk
here
about
that are
perception.
doing it.
We talk about
You just-
perception.
Because you got women out here who really are hoes, but they'll pretend like they're not because
Exactly.
of perception.
Well, I always say this, and this is my other favorite quote. Women have no problem being hoes, but they hate being perceived as one.
That's
So
the
I-
point.
And that's the point that I'm
That's
trying
the
to
point
make.
Okay, seriously, but we got to understand women go through phases like that. That's not a constant thing because think about it, the majority of women want eventually to have a husband and family.
They do. I'll give you that.
Okay, so the majority of women don't want to stay in this slut phase. They might do it for a period of a month, a year, something like that.
So men do.
Huh?
Men do.
Men want to do what?
Stay in their slut phase forever.
Well, I was telling Keon this earlier too. Like, men can't be hoes. Only women are hoes. Men are hoe makers.
What's the next question?
See, like, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
No, because I just feel like that is just so stereotypical.
why is it? Talk to me, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Homemakers.
I mean, like for real. I do believe that at the end of the day, there are stereotypes. And it's hard to get away from stereotypes. So if that's gonna be a stereotype, cool, whatever. But why?
I'm glad you asked that question. So you gotta think about this. Women very rarely understand how hard it is to actually get and keep women. Okay, so I throw the stat out all the time. Do you know that 33% of men are either virgins or have not had sex in the past year?
In 2023?
Yes. See,
what's the age range?
All men of all age ranges, and actually, it was specifically 18 to 35. Okay, because you guys do what a lot of women do is you assume because the guys that you are fucking has a lot of women that most guys have a lot of women and they don't. So, like for example, there are guys that you don't even see. Maybe a guy that works at CVS, the guy changing your oil at Jiffy Lube, the guy that was a waiter at fucking whatever restaurant you go to. There might be a guy slightly autistic. These guys are men too. But you guys see Drake, Drake, Davies, Trey Songz, and Chris Brown have all these women, and you think that all men are like that. That's not the case. So back to the initial point. Men are praised for being hoes because it's hard for men to get women. You aren't praised for being a quote unquote slut because it's easy for you to do. If all of us go to a club, right, and I go in the middle of it and say, hey, who wants to fuck? Out of 100 women, who's going to tell me yes?
I don't think.
Answer the question.
It
There might be
it depends
15
on
women that find you attractive and want to fuck.
Okay.
It depends, but I was about to say, like, I don't think that it's harder for men to get.
Just let me finish this example, and then I'll let you go. Okay. So I'm going to tell you, on average, if I was to go to the middle of the club for 100 women, I might get 5 on a good day. And even those 5 that find me attractive, they're still going to want a date to be taken out, wine and dine or something like that. If you go into the middle of the club with 100 dudes, say, hey, who wants to fuck? How many gonna fuck you?
All 100.
Exactly. and look, I'm gonna say 103. It wasn't even 103 in the example.
But
so
that goes back to the stereotype.
Just one more, then I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you finish after this. So look, I say this example all the time. A key that opens any lock is a master key. A lock that's opened by any key is a shitty lock. Only men who are in the top echelon of actual men get multiple women. Any woman can get multiple men. That's why we're praised for it and you're shunned for it. You can go ahead and respond now.
I mean, again, like I said, the stereotype is going to be the stereotype. It's no getting away from it. But it's like how a conversation that I had with my ex-boyfriend all the time when it came to like flirting, or you talk to more dudes than I talk to girls. And I always used to say, like, the same stereotype that women get for being a hoe, we get that stereotype because we're the ones who open our legs. So I always say it all the time, like, if you flirting with a girl, that girl has the power over you. I technically have the power over men. Like, you can't have sex with me unless I open my legs.
Facts.
And just like you said, if 100 dudes ask me, I have to open my legs to those 100 dudes. But them girls not all them girls are gonna open their legs to you. And they're
You're proving my point even more.
But I'm saying they're not opening their legs because of the perception they would get after the fact. So like, if girls weren't viewed as like being ho-hos, they would be open their legs to just about anybody the same way y'all stick it just in about anyone.